Nice one.
I ain't done my strap up.
Got another two-stroker.
Oh, I love it.
I really love it.
Absolutely delicious, innit? I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, mate.
Brakes. I don't know if my camera is recording. I can't see. Well, if it is recording, all well and good, but otherwise the only footage I've got is the GoPro, which is on the back, I hope. Which I think is on the back. Anyway, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, if you can actually hear me. As you can see, I'm on my way home again, and I don't like this traffic, I don't like these cars, I don't like anything about it. I hate traffic in Birmingham with a bloody passion. The aim of today on the way home is to do some road safety video from a madman. Turning on the right, watch this bloke. Don't bloody pull out on me. There's a junction on the right here that people just don't look at, they just pull out. That one there. There's another one down here. It's usually from industrial estates. Bloody hell, it's windy. It's usually industrial estates. They just don't indicate, they don't look, they just pull out. This junction, as you know, is one of my pet hates. It's horrible. Oh, that was close, mate. You did that on purpose. Totally on purpose. To stop me cutting in on the inside, which I wasn't going to do anyway. I'm going to pull in somewhere and check the camera's recording. Not there. Not there. I was doing road safety, wasn't I? I'm going to pull him here. As soon as there's no one here. Oh, look at that. I've just stopped by a bloody Memorial Masons. Yeah, not really the place that I like to sit at. Road safety. Really, it's all to do with defensive driving. To try and stop people from pulling out on you and getting too close. And also, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anyone at all. If they look like they're going to pull out, they're going to pull out. It's being ready for every bloody situation and concentrate on your surroundings and concentrate on the traffic, concentrate on the road to make sure you don't go over potholes. And like I say, don't trust anybody. If somebody waves you out, yeah, proceed with a lot of caution. If anyone flashes at you, proceed with a lot of caution. Now the other thing as well, if anybody's coming into, well, say I'm sitting at a T-junction or a crossroads or something like that and a car's indicating to pull in, assume that he's going straight on. Don't bloody pull out, because that's where most accidents happen, I think. An indicator is an indication of intention. It's not an actual, it's not a legal thing. If you have to fight it, you'll lose. But he had his indicator on. Well, it doesn't matter, an indicator is an indication. It's not a fact that he's going to turn. Well, if he goes through the lights, or if he goes to the front, I'm going to bloody follow him. And he ain't going to, so I'm not. I won't. I just won't. Sometimes I do sit in traffic. Places like that. And I know people are going, go on, go on, go on, go on. And others are saying, well done, Tony. You exercised a lot of, I don't even know what the word is. What's the bloody word? A lot of thing. I need to pump these tyres up. The steering's a bit, it don't feel right. Van on the right. More temporary traffic lights. These are the ones that got me into trouble last time round about here. And I'm going to go around the outside of it. I don't care. See, courteous. I am courteous. Oh, it does make it all worth it. Oh, you're not allowed to do U-turns there. Got to turn left here. Watch these cars on the right because they'll just pull bloody straight in front of me. Although I've got headlights on and I've got strobe lights on and I've got everything on, so there is no excuse. I'm coming in here. You can pull out. If I put a motor on the front adding to the weight, but have it so as it completely disconnects the phase wires, which this thing doesn't, completely disconnect the phase wires until I actually need the braking, then I could do variable regen on the front. And you are talking total shite, Tony. I've got a bit of a problem with this thing. Well, it's not a problem. It is a problem. It's a sort of a problem. The motor's getting way too hot. It's only because of my riding style. It's not there's no problem itself with the motor, but and the other thing as well, I think I've plugged the hole where the flies and everything else gets into my helmet. I can still feel them hitting my face, but I'm doing road safety anyway. Speed ramps. Obviously, because I'm going the speed of the traffic, which isn't very bloody fast at the best of times, most of the times I can go to the right hand side of those little speed ramps, which I hate with a passion because you can never bloody see them. I find it hard. I find it easy to waffle on about total crap that's just passing in my head, but I find it really hard to talk about what I'm actually seeing. I don't know, you have to be built for it, I suppose. I can't do it anyway. Maybe some people can. Not me. Trying to. Just ain't working, is it? Look at this. I mean, where's the white line here, mate? Misses. So the thing with using variable regen or just regenerative braking in general, when I take, I'm not going fast today. When I take my hand off the throttle, the motor's working. When I open the throttle, the motor's working. So no matter what the bike's doing, the motor's working unless I'm completely bloody stopped. So yes, it's a bloody good idea, it's a bloody good thing, but in the summer weather, yeah, it does get hot. I've ordered some hub sinks and some ferrofluid, which have got to come from, is it fasterbikes.eu or something like that? Car on the right, you bloody hell. See, I was going to open it up then because I couldn't have stopped. I could have stopped, but sometimes it's easier and safer to open it up rather than actually slam your brakes on and hope that you're going to stop. If you know you can get across in time, you can get away in time into safety, then bloody do it. I'm indicating. Why have you got your hazards on? Why did he have his hazards on? Oh, road safety. Okay. Constipate, Tony. We're talking road safety. Turnings left and right, be careful. There's a school up here, so be careful of children. Although I'm not really going that fast anyway. I'm not going close to doors because children. Randomly opening doors. My arse is sore today. I wonder what I did last night. Did I say that? I was joking. God. Push bike on the right hand side, may actually cross the road. There you go, and he was just going to do it. Luckily he saw me. Cyclists are the worst. They stop, they look once, they don't look twice, they don't look 3 or 4 times like everybody else does, like I do, constantly scanning the road. They just... when I was a kid, I went on a cycling proficiency thing, and they made everybody in the school actually go through this. They made everybody in the school go through it before you were allowed on the road. What happened to that then? Because kids of today on bikes, they're bloody lethal. Oh, it's football, innit? That's why it's so bad. It's because of the football. That is just typical. The time I've got the bloody room to pull out and somebody's there. Yeah, I think today's got to be a really sort of a critical, very careful day, because there is a hell of a lot of traffic out, and I've got some dickhead who's going to overtake me no matter what. He's sticking right over the right hand side of the road for some strange unknown reason. Always be wary of arseholes who do that. He's sitting right over the right. It's looking like he's trying to find... Oh, you can probably see him in the GoPro actually. I'm always wary of people like that. They always seem like they want to overtake you or cut you up, or, you know... Okay, get the car shielding me like that. Car's on the left, trying to take me out. Well, this is one of those... it's one of those roads where there's two lanes, and there bloody well shouldn't be, because it goes into one lane at the front here, and people get rather annoyed when you go around the outside and you want to cut inside. They are not happy at all. Okay, I'm going to use this van to sort of shield me. And you make sure when you're coming up to a junction or coming up to an island or a crossroads or anything else like that, if somebody's waiting to pull out into your lane, into your road, make sure you get eye contact with them. Don't just assume that they've seen you because they're not moving, because I've had so many people who've just looked at me, looked the other way and pulled out. You always make sure that you get eye contact, and you've got fixed eye contact on them. And at every opportunity, use a car somewhere to actually shield you. And believe it or not, I'm about 40, 50 feet behind this van in front. But he's shielding me from anybody who's on the right, who's coming the opposite way, from turning into this way. You see what I mean? Because you're nearly in the slipstream. There's a turning on the left. People may pull out of there. I've had them pull out on me on a couple of occasions. So now, if you've got the power, use it to your advantage all the time. I've got the power to pull away from all this traffic with ease. My throat is so dry today, so I'm trying to concentrate and I'm trying to talk, which for a man doesn't work very well. She may be pulling into this lane, is she? Okay. So now I can go down the outside of this. Motorbikes do this all the time. Oh, like that. Look at that. And these are on green, look at that. Which means that these should be on green as well. If these bloody people will hurry up before my lights change. I ain't kidding. You have to be so on the bloody ball. You have to scan the road so much. Always check your mirrors before you slow down to make sure nobody's sitting right up your arse. He may turn in left into my bloody lane for no reason. I've got to get up to these cars to make them shield me. Car on the left hand side, probably going to bloody just pull out. Yeah, look. So I'm sitting quite close to the one in front now because I need the shielding. Obviously when you're sitting behind somebody close, you've got to make sure that you've got enough braking distance, and believe me, this thing bloody well stops. I found that out. That one where that woman where she pulled out on me, if I was on car on the left, may pull out, eye contact. If I was on a normal we'll say a normal pedal cycle, I would have hit her. There is no two ways about it. I wasn't going fast, I was going pedal speed. Bus on the left hand side, people maybe, that's the other thing as well, when you're passing buses, always be wary of people just running out into the road in front of the bus. That's happened before. Car on the left, eye contact. I've got a choice, I either go on the left or I chance it and go on the right, but it's looking like this this pickup here is not going to let me go past. Ain't got a choice, mate. Wicked, man. I love it. There's junctions all over the place. There's so many there you may pull in. I'm not shielded by anything at the minute. Junction on the right, people pull out. Arseholes like that. Look at that. And now I've just hit all the bloody bumps. Why do they do it? Honestly, why do they do it? Very busy pedestrianised sort of areas. Always stick behind somebody at every opportunity. Because it's a hell of a lot safer. Like here, I'll sit behind this traffic. I could go in front, but that ain't safe. That is not safe. Don't know what my maximum current is. I think I've only given it quarter throttle, maybe half throttle, maybe 2/3. Well, I am pleased to report that the modification that I've done to these, to my helmets worked, or it seems to have worked anyway. Where are you, Wayne? Thought you might have been here. Please do something to this road. The trouble with having two cameras is, number one, I don't know if the front one's working, and number two, I don't know if the back one's working. So I really haven't got a clue, and the back one, I don't even know if it's still there. It could have bloody fallen off miles ago. Wouldn't know anything about it. Anyway, folks, I'm about 3 or 4 miles away from home, and this is the boring bit. Little kid on the left, wandering around aimlessly. I'll catch you next time, because it's summer. And in the summer I'll go out on my bike, which I'm doing now. Drain hole. Oh, bloody hole. Now remember, I've still got nothing. I think I'm going to use that as my catchphrase. They say that, or scrape your bollocks. Oh, scrape your bollocks.